to Palestine, and that was the basis for the conflict, where Arab people felt that their land was being colonized. The British promised the Jewish people a homeland, thinking that they'd have a little ally in an increasingly hostile area, but instead the Zionist movement wanted a state, even fought the British for a while. And the dynamic of conflict between states, within states, between Arab people and Jewish people accelerated. With the collapse of the Soviet Union, many of the states that had received support from the Soviet Union to maintain independence from the United States, like Iraq, Syria, Libya, were attacked by the United States. They destroyed Libya, and as a result, extremists flowed from Libya with the weapons that they had taken from the government into northern Mali, into Algeria, and to other countries. The United States policy in the Middle East created the extremist movement that we now are told is the greatest threat to our existence. I just want to finish up by telling you one book you really should read if you're interested in what's going on in the Middle East and why. It's a book called A Peace to End All Peace. World War I was called The War to End All Wars. This book came out in the 80s. It was on a New York Times bestseller list for quite a while. It's a mainstream book, but it goes into all the things I've told you and many, many more to show the machinations that came out of Western Europe. It wasn't that the Arab people and the Jewish people and between the Arab people have been at war for centuries. It's Western powers that exported these conflicts, created countries just as they did in Africa, not based on any indigenous need, but on their own needs. So I recommend that book, and wish we had time to talk about the anti-war movement and the ups and downs of it, but the conference did go on record tonight as endorsing the spring anti-war conference, Stop the Wars at Home and Abroad, by the United Anti-War Network. And I want to make a personal appeal, because I got drafted by UNAC to head up the organizing committee, which is a sign of how terribly weak the anti-war movement is at this time. So Terry and Kat and some others want to work on a committee here to bring folks from Virginia and further in the South and help shape the program. And I hope that others will come forward, and if anybody's interested, please talk to me anytime during the conference. Thanks very much.
Okay, everybody. All right, so we're about ready to move on to our questions portion, and we're making pretty good time.